I've kind of lost feelings. I've kind of lost feelings in my mouth. I've kind of lost feelings in my hand at the moment, so I'm going to keep my gloves on.
Lying between Thirlmere and Ullswater, Helvellyn is the third highest peak in England, standing at an elevation of 950 metres. Among many feats upon the peak, one of the strangest was the landing and taking off of a small airplane on the summit on the 22nd of December 1926. The route I will be taking today is an anti-clockwise circular starting at Whitburn Church Car Park, taking the south face of Helvellyn first, and is approximately 7 miles in length. Hi there, Jason here with another Robinson's Ramble. I do hope I find you well. Today you do find me going along the Helvellyn circular route from Thirlmere on the west side rather than from Glenridding. The reason being is I did this walk up to Helvellyn, at least anyway, a couple of years ago from the east side, and I found I'm not in my my golden years of the 40s, not absolutely brilliant with heights, apparently. Never knew this until I tried Striding Edge for the first time, and I was, a little bit anxious getting over it. So if you are of that way inclined also, I'm going to hopefully show you a bit of an easy route to get up the third highest peak in the Lake District. Right, enough chatter. Let's get this hat on, get the 360 camera going, and let's start rambling. The car park at Whitburn Church is run by United Utilities and requires cash, but when getting to the machine, I found it was out of order and there was no other way of payment, so off I went.
Yeah, it is asking that. Have I paying displayed? I certainly did try, but unfortunately, the machine's out of order at this time, so I have attempted. Anyway, good start, always with a stream. Now what my dad has always instilled in me when it comes to doing a circular is to get the incline out of the way so you can enjoy the rest of the walk on the way back down. And doing this route anti-clockwise, that's exactly what I'm doing. So I might be out of breath quite a bit in the first half, but I promise you it'll be worth it, A, for the views if you've never seen the top of Helvellyn, and B, yeah, I'll sound a lot better on the way back down. Bit of a quick crossroads at this point. There is, of course, another route that you can take on the lowlands around Thirlmere, around here. I do believe we'll be returning this way. We'll meet this gate again. But if you want to get the incline out of the way first, it's this way. Oh, my legs are a little bit warm already. There is a good reason to that, which I might explain later. I've just been taking a moment. There's a nice big stone on the way up you can catch your breath on. But no, as a little added reminder, it's always good to challenge yourself for such walks, etc. Trying to, improve yourself, better yourself. But come on, take a moment to enjoy your surroundings at the same time. You've got to. Otherwise, what's the point of having the walk in the first place? Right, plenty more to go. At least I got my breath back for now. Nah. Ooh. So, up the first elevation and over the first ridge. As you may see, it's only the first ridge. But the sun is out, the hat's back on, because the sun have gone up. As soon as I've gone over the first ridge, the wind just hit us, and yeah, as soon as we get away from the covering of the valley around Thirlmere, it shows its cold November wind coming up. Anyway, onward! So yeah, here's hoping, if you can still hear me, hello, that's the tougher bit over and done with. Now we're very close to the top of Helvellyn, and also you get to this point, you start seeing the other way up, Striding Edge. Whoa. Whoa. It's a bit exciting, let's put it that way. There is something else that has just occurred to me on the way up here. This is the highest peak I've done for this channel, and the second time I've ever done it, to be fair. Good to challenge yourself. Okay, here we are. Top's just there. Now, it is that normally at this portion of the walking guide, I'd get my drone out and show you about. However, the wind picks up quite quickly from time to time. It's quite still now, but I am not going to risk my drone flying away or crashing somewhere. In this wind, if you can hear me or not, but the reason why I've
haven't got the 360 camera out just at the moment. Reason being, it's a little bit windy and nippy. It is November after all, so that's why I've got the snood, I've got the hood. But yes, I've kind of lost feelings. I've kind of lost feelings in my mouth. I've kind of lost feelings in my hand at the moment, so I'm going to keep my gloves on, and then I'm going to get my down where you can see those two people over there. And as I said, hopefully you can hear me. It's a bit nippy.
Well, I found a way of operating the 360 camera with my gloves on. Oh. And of course, I need to show you. Whoa, hello. It's still a bit windy as much as possible because honestly, it's the third highest peak in the Lake District. The views are going to be heavenly. So I've got to show you. But if you are going to come up this time of year, even if it is gorgeous sunny weather like today, get wrapped up. I'll show you down at the car park how well wrapped up I am. What you do have to consider on when you're having a look at the forecast before you get out, yesterday and tomorrow forecast is supposed to be nice and sunny, but of course being November, I think it's high of 5 degrees Celsius. But of course, when you get the wind chill on it as well, it is pretty darn freezing. Right, I'm not going to lie either. Yes, on the way there, if you do this the anti-clockwise way that I've been doing, yes, there is a bigger ascent or a bigger elevation, incline, whatever you want to call it, on the way to Helvellyn. But still, what goes up must come down. So there is. Oh, I'm blinding myself over there. But there's a lot of yes. Still a ways to go to get back down there. So it is dry today, fortunately, which I'm very thankful for. But please make sure, particularly if you're here on a wet day, make sure that you've got the right footwear. You know I bring it in every video, every guide, wear the appropriate footwear. Not like the guy that we passed before with his tennis shoes on. Because to be fair, everybody else who I've seen with like proper clothing on, proper footwear on, been saying, hi, how you doing? You know, always like to be friendly when people are achieving such a walk. He, because he was that grumpy, was head down, going straight. And I don't blame him, because he was wearing tennis shoes. Anyway, I best concentrate on this. So I'm going to fold the camera back in. Do you know what? I'm so glad that I got myself out today. Being November, there's been very few days that's been, you know, bright, clear, blue skies, a bit of sunshine, because it is the winter. Well, or late autumn, early winter, whatever you want to call it. And I find myself, I mean, I don't know, I haven't been to my GP and specifically found out if I've suffer from seasonal affectiveness disorder, you know, with the long nights and the short days, but it's poo. It's really poo. I don't like it. I really don't like it. My half brother, he being semi-retired now, he for 6 months of the year gets himself over to Thailand. Oh, excuse me, it's not that emotional. I've just got a lot of stuff in my nose, and I don't blame him one bit. Honestly, if I can find the opportunity myself and get myself away in the winter months, I think I will, because it will just benefit me. But in the meantime, this is absolutely benefiting me. It's making me feel, although my ankles are starting to ache a little bit going down these steps, I feel so much better within myself because of doing this today. So if you find yourself, you know, during the winter months, you're a bit like, ugh, and you have a look at the forecast, make plans to get yourself out, look forward to it, because there is the looking forward to it, and there's the actual doing of it. It gives you a bit of positive well-being. It's fantastic. Right, nearly there. I don't know, you're not going to be able to see it. I can see a couple of people down at the track that I'm going to be getting to. Still a little bit more of this yet. Little bit more. Look what you're rewarded with when you get down. This is lovely. Gorgeous babbling brook. No, very nice, very nice. So we've got down the stony bits now. Get onto the lower levels. Lower levels means possibly not the best of lighting from here on out, but I try and shoot where it's not too dark and you can see different places. But like that. Go up. Swirls Car Park, indicating the return leg to get to my car, which, as we know, is not in this car park because I park near a church. But you can park here, you can park over where I'm at. But yeah, just a nice indication that all the high rocky bits and rewarding bits have been done. Now we just need to turn left from here and take the aforementioned return leg. What I will mention about this car park compared to the one I was at, they have facilities here. So I'm going to use them before I get to my car. I'll be honest, I was not expecting this part of the walk to be so nice. I thought it was going to be all sheltered and covered in trees. I mean, obviously, there are some trees, but there are some gorgeous trees, all these pines bobbing about. It's absolutely gorgeous. I thought it'd be a lot more covered up, but you can still see a bit of Thirlmere to my right here. And I also thought it was going to be straight along the road, or parallel to the road. It is not. No, there's some, still a few more ups and downs. Not as much as Helvellyn, of course, but still a few ups and downs. Well, very quick shout out to Rory and Tim, who I've just bumped into after doing that static shot. I don't know if you saw them in the distance, but they saw me. Always fun with these static shots, of course, which I might put in while I'm waffling on about it. Of course, it's very nice doing a shot where, you know, you're walking away from the camera, but you still have to go back and pick the camera up. So yeah, they just saw me just turning one way and then turning the other. But no, good chat with them. So yeah. And apparently they just met today down on low levels and just done up a Helvellyn. So excellent to have a chat with people and find out why they do, you know, these walks as well. So yes, Rory and Tim, you keep on rambling, boys. You're doing awesomely.
Do you remember earlier on in the walk when I said I was wrapped up nicely, other than losing feeling in my fingers? Would you like to know my secret?
That's right. Long johns. So, if you've gone the same way as I've done, I'm just waiting here so I'm still in the sun and you can see me, and you've Helvellyn's jiggered you out, but
don't worry, it took me 3 attempts to work out what I just said too. In northern dialect, jiggered means to be tired, just in case you thought I started speaking in tongues.
You're over at the car park that I'm at and take the road nice and flat. But if you're still feeling slightly sprightly, get yourself this way. And getting ever closer to the car park. How do I know this? Well, A, I've had a look on Google Maps, but B, gate. Do you remember that one I showed you earlier on? Yeah, it's that one. My strength, it is weak. But it's okay, doesn't matter. For we, back at the car park.
And there we go, ladies and gentlemen, another walk done. That was a good one. That was a real good one. I enjoyed that a lot. Had its challenges, and if you can see, yes, the car's still a little bit chilly. Might get the heaters on in a moment. But there you are, Helvellyn done via starting at Thirlmere rather than over Glenridding. If you didn't know about it, hopefully you do now. Ladies and gentlemen, ramblers of all ages, hello. Thank you so much for watching these guides, including this one, of course. I hope you've enjoyed it. There are more to come, as always. Have a look at the back. I've got like a back catalogue now. What's that about? But yeah, by all means, please give the video a link. That helps other people looking for such things, of course, on the powers of the tube of you. Give us a subscribe for the further videos that are coming out in the near future. I don't know if I'm going to be doing any more before Christmas. So just in case I don't, thank you so much. Have a very Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, and very much like to see you soon. Ciao for now.
Long johns, keeping my legs warm, keeping my pins hot as long as my pants are down by my ankles.